wanted to thank you so much for what you meant in our lives. It's been a very interesting time in our lives the last, I guess it's 13 years we've been at the church. Many important things have happened in our lives. You guys have been a very big part of it, in both the good and the bad. And we appreciate your support. We appreciate your ministry so much, and wanted to take the time to thank you for that.
Another thing that really touched my heart was that Bob married my daughter and son-in-law, and also baptized our two grandchildren that are very active in the church today. In fact, they're both going on the high school summer trip down to San Francisco.
I've known you since I've been little, and I liked the verse you picked out for me and highlighted when we graduated from 3rd grade.
Well, first of all, we'd like to start by thanking you, Debbie, and Bob as a couple for being an example of, I don't know, marital devotion sounds odd, but clearly strong marriage and something that's devoted to each other. And that's been an example for us.
And we enjoyed, Bob, you officiating at our 25th anniversary re-wedding, and even the counseling sessions that we had with you before, just to be sure that we were okay.
And one of my most special memories is when I was going into surgery and you both came to pray for me before the surgery. My son was there, and Debbie and Bob were there. And I was so comforted by that. And I know Debbie commented, "You don't even seem nervous about the surgery." Well, I didn't feel nervous. I felt just very comforted by your prayers and just that loving giving of yourself to make the effort to come and be with me right before surgery. So thank you for that too.
One of the things I think of, just from your question, it came to mind, I remember on 9/11, the Sunday after 9/11, and then also the Sunday after the tragedy in Connecticut. Both of those Sundays, the church was just overflowing, with people seeking and people hurting and just turning to God. And I knew that would be so hard, for Bob having to get up and have that responsibility, but he just handled those times with those sermons so heartfelt and so beautifully, and really helpful for so many people.
Well, I'm talking about a good old psych test where Pavlov's dogs would hear that bell ringing and start salivating. That's what I feel about Bob's voice, that he starts talking and we just can kind of settle down and know that we are hearing the Word of God, that it is changing us, that we're loved and we're not alone, and that God has a plan.